Hello everyone, my name is Garrett Oakamber, and this video is shot directly after the 2,000 subscriber video. Now, I got this like a week ago, and it's my Christmas lightsaber. Well, it's not it's a saber I got for Christmas. It's Ultrasabers, with the money that I got. And most of the rest of the money went elsewhere, but, you know, I was told, hey, buy something you enjoy. Okay, I'll buy something I enjoy, and it's a lightsaber. So this is, obviously, let me switch the camera here, because I can't. Okay, my front porch here. So this is Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, modeled at least. It's called the Consular, which is very appropriate because Qui-Gon Jinn was a Consular Jedi. It's got sound holes and everything. So this is basically a review of this saber. It's not an unboxing because technically I've unboxed it for a week now and used it and played around with it. So what's cool about this saber? Well, first of all, it's not an accurate copy. There's a lot of differences between Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber and this. If you want a basically scale copy of Qui-Gon Jinn's saber, you're going to have to get Park Saber's Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. But that's really expensive, and I wanted to get that. But then Ultrasaber came out with the Consular, which is fucking amazing. And I already have a Ultrasaber, and I'm enjoying it quite nicely, so I figured I'd get another one. This one is Qui-Gon Jinn's. Exactly what I wanted. So, we're going to take a look at this blade and see what it can do. First of all, I should mention that it is really nice to hold. It's got some heft to it, but it's not too heavy. I can swing it around with little or no issue there. The saber is just stunningly beautiful. It's flawless craftsmanship. About the only complaint I had is that it is a little bit large for Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. His lightsaber was fairly small, but then again, Liam Neeson has huge hands, so at least I'm assuming he has huge hands. Of course, some of the details are a little bit off, especially the back area is empty and blank, which looks a little bit ugly, but at the same time I like it because it reminds me that I'm wielding a different saber. I'm not literally using his saber, I'm using my saber that looks like his. So you're probably wondering, well, what does the lightsaber look like when it's lit? Well, I will show you that now. In fact, actually, you have seen the light if you've seen the subscriber video. Okay, let's kill ourselves on the ice. That would be bad. Okay. So let's put that there. This is a very unconventional video. Alright, it's incredibly bright. This is Guardian Blue, and I chose Guardian Blue. I have nothing against green, but I chose Guardian Blue because... Oh, hold on, let me go to the porch here. I have to see where I'm going because I'll kill myself otherwise. I chose Guardian Blue because I like blue. I wanted to get white. I wanted to get white again. But I chose against it because I already have the double-bladed white, and I will be getting additional colors at some point. But let's not forget where we put this camera, right? It would be most important not to lose my camera. How else will you see these videos? Or something. That's cool. Alright. Yeah. So, the saber is super cool. Now, this is a Cree light. I've been pronouncing it Tri-C for some reason. It's Cree. And this means it's ultra bright. It's crazy bright. This is also a Ultra Edge mid-grade. A lot of ultras there. You gotta remember, ultra's important. This is a mid-grade blade and an Ultra Edge mid-grade blade. So at first I was against these. I was like, well, I want the brighter blade, but technically this is brighter. only in a more realistic sense, because it catches the light, kind of like a fiber optic, and it pulls it in all the way, so you have an even colored blade, kind of like in the movies. In real life, it looks like I'm holding a fucking laser. So, again, this is not a sound saber either. So I've got the sound port that came with it. You can't see it, but I've got the sound port at the bottom, and you can't hear anything because there's no soundboard in here. I don't like the soundboards because I would rather, if I'm going to do a video with it, I'm going to put in my own sound effects. Now this blade is so bright it actually hurts the eyes after a while. So on occasion I have to take a break. But it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And I got it so that I can switch out the color as well. So that is an option. I didn't know that originally, and I was looking to get it, and I was like, oh, I really like the white one though. I mean, I'm gonna get the blue because I like blue and I don't have blue yet, and maybe I'll get a green or an orange. But there's a thing called a quick disconnect, and yeah, you can get that, and that will let you actually disconnect your saber, like pull off the top and actually switch out the LED, which is awesome. I actually had to get a tripod out and get my glasses on so I wouldn't kill myself out here because I almost slipped. So we are going to take a look at how the Sabre handles. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, I have to redub this. I probably will be able to. So for a person of my stature, this is the initiate saber size, because I'm short. That's really the reason. I'm very short. So what we have here is the initiate size, and the blade is really solid on this. There's a lot of room for it to be tightened. Oh, that looks so cool on the camera. Oh my god. Well, you should see it in real life. Camera only does it a little bit of justice. So the blade is on there pretty firmly. Again, these can be removed for obvious reasons. If you know enough about these sabers, you can actually take off the blade and replace it with another type of blade or height or whatever. I've got the rounded tips because the pointed ones, they look a little odd, and you can you can poke somebody's eye out with them, literally. I mean, you could do the same thing with this, just swish and flick Wingardium Leviosa and all that shit, and kill someone, which is awful. Alright, we're back. So, like I said about the hilt being a little bit longer and larger than it should be, this is actually an advantage for someone like me because I can hold it as if it was a light spear, and I've got full control about where I go with it, where it aims, and then I can switch to one hand and do elaborate spins and blocks. So it's not terrible that it's longer, but I could see it being an encumbrance in a closed area because it's a little bit larger than I'm used to. I like my lightsabers very short, and this is not short. This is a fair size. Not as bad as the Guardian Saber, not to be confused with the Guardian Blue that I'm using. There is a Guardian Saber which is based off Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, and that one is incredibly large. I don't know why it's so large, but it is. So, yeah, I can duel quite nicely with this. I have absolute control of my wrist, and there's not a lot to get caught on with the saber. The worst designs are always the sabers that have a lot of fancy crap coming off the sides, and I'll admit that looks pretty cool. Man, am I blue. I don't like sabers that have too much fancy flair on them. And this saber does not have too much flair. That's what I love about Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, is that it has everything it needs. It's a straight saber. About the only thing that you can catch on is the Corvex grip thingy, which is very hard to see in this camera because it's dark out, but yeah, you don't have to worry so much. It's a smooth saber, and you can achieve a wealth of moves and stances with it. Oh, it's gorgeous. I would love to do live action lightsaber combat. That would be fun. So, my total review of this. Whoa, catching myself on some frozen flowers there. What would I rate this saber? Well, I don't have a rating system, so I wouldn't rate. No, what I will say is, if you're looking for a Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber, and you don't want the damn Hasbro crap, and you want something that you can actually duel with your friends, and you want it to be bright, you can't get any brighter than this. Literally, I know it's Makoto, but that's a special process you have to go through just to convert your saber over. It's one guy, from what I understand, and he converts lightsabers over to be super bright. This is as bright as you're gonna get until you get Makoto sabers, so it's really good for the money that you'd spend on it. It put you back probably about 200 or so. I got it on sale for Christmas, so it worked out really nice, and I love it. So this is not the best lighting. There we go. I'm blue. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, you know, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't, if you want to know something in particular, ask me. There's a comment section for a reason. I would recommend this to anyone who likes Qui-Gon Jinn and likes the style of saber. In general, I would recommend Ultrasabers because so far I've been really impressed with them. Would I buy from them again? Of course I would. There are so many things I would like to buy from them. I want to get the Yari pike. I want to be able to convert this over to be a pike saber as well, if I so desire. I'd like to be able to, the fuck was that? Okay. I'd like to be able to get more colors. In fact, that's the first thing I'm going to get, is more colors for this, because orange and I'm going to get Crees, which can be expensive, but something this bright, it's worth it. It is actually worth it. It's crazy. So, I'm going to end this video here. See you later. Bye.